Wow, what an amazing turnout on my last video of me reaching out to you regarding the fourth stimulus check and those monthly recurring payments, as well as a boost for Social Security, SSI, and VA beneficiaries. Let's go through my new list. Welcome everybody. Hey, thank you so much for being part of this community. I've been reading all the comments on that video and it is absolutely incredible. All of you are just amazing people, seriously. Thank you so much for being part of this community. If you happen to be new here or if you haven't done so already, I am your daily advocate and you definitely want to make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video as it is just getting good right now. So let's get into this, and again, thank you so much to all of you. So, like I said, there are almost 2,000 comments on that video that I just posted a couple hours ago. In fact, since I published that video, I've literally been sitting here reading the comments and I literally cannot even keep up with them coming in because they're coming in so fast. But amazing comments, seriously, so many good ideas and suggestions. I've added some things to my list. Exactly as I was asking from you, I said, hey, leave your ideas, leave your comments. I'm going to go through and read every single comment, which I have been doing, and I'm going to write down some of the most commonly asked suggestions, and we're going to add them to the list. Really good stuff here. So again, I just want to say, of course, I can't add everything because there's so many requests. If we ask for too much, we're going to get none, right? So we got to be strategic with what we ask for. However, there's some really good stuff here. So let me walk through what we've got so far. A ton of comments reaching out saying, hey, we need a boost on Social Security, SSI, and VA. I got it. Yep, we have that on the list. However, there were some accompanying suggestions with that I think are actually really good. Also, one quick side note, if you didn't watch my video from just a few hours ago, please go back and watch that one. You might want to finish up watching this one first, but after this one, go back and check out that video from just a couple hours ago. It starts out with must watch. Check out that one and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, let's go through this list. So yeah, a bunch of you reaching out to me saying, a boost to Social Security, SSI, and VA. Now, when I say Social Security, I'm referring to all Social Security beneficiaries, including retirement, disability, and survivors, and of course, SSI and VA. So many of you are saying, at a minimum, boost all benefits to 100% of the federal poverty level. I like it. I totally agree. So here's how we're going to structure this, and here's how I'm going to write this. I'm going to write something along the lines of a minimum guaranteed benefit for all Social Security, SSI, and VA beneficiaries of 100% of the federal poverty level. Just cut and dry, straight right there, 100% of the federal poverty level, a minimum guaranteed benefit. Now I know, I did see some comments saying 125%, 130%, 135%. I get it, I agree, that would be nice too. However, I think I'm going to go with 100%. The reason for that is we have this other letter. In fact, I have all the letters right here. I have a stack of letters right here. Those are all the letters I've been reading to you guys. But in one of these letters calling on boosting SSI benefits to 100% of the federal poverty level, I feel like they have their letter and now we have our letter calling on 100%. If we remain consistent and we make it super easy, the easier it is, the better it'll be and the easier it'll be for them to implement. You know what I mean? So let's run with 100% on that, a minimum guaranteed benefit of 100%. In fact, that would boost a lot of your benefits. Most of you receive less than that anyway, so that would be a nice boost right off the bat right there. So, cool stuff. Another suggestion that I saw, and I really like this one. Many of you are very concerned, and you're reaching out saying, the raise sounds awesome. I love it. The problem is, if we get a raise, they're going to take away my SNAP, my housing, my food, or my utility assistance. So you're saying, hey, can you write something in the letter so that they can write into the language like a caveat that says, boost the benefits, but don't have any negative consequences to any other assistance that somebody's getting, like SNAP benefits, food assistance, nutrition assistance, housing assistance, or utility assistance. I love it. I think that's also a really good thing because it's really discouraging, right? You get a $100 raise on your benefits and all of a sudden they take all your SNAP benefits away. Well, at the end of the day, it's a wash. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all, right? Yeah, so I like that one a lot. Next, many of you are reaching out saying, hey, I love the idea of the monthly stimulus checks. Thank you. I like that one too. I think it's good. But I have to say, I'm not the creator of the idea of monthly stimulus checks. But yes, I do think it is a good idea. But here's the thing. Many of you are reaching out saying, we love the idea, but if there's any way that they cannot implement monthly stimulus checks by July 15th, then retroactive pay from whenever they get them going back to July 15th. Now, why July 15th? Well, in fact, that's the day that all of these other people are going to start getting their monthly stimulus checks as a result of the child tax credit. So fair is fair, right? If they're getting them on July 15th, then you should too. And I agree. And if they can't get it done by then, guess what? Retroactive, baby. Yeah, we like it. So if it takes them all the way up to maybe October to do it, who knows? Let's just say October, for example, then guess what? They owe a few months of back pay, retroactive pay, all the way back to July 15th. I like it. We'll write it in there because I feel like it's totally reasonable. Everybody else is getting it July 15th. Why shouldn't you, right? Like I said earlier, the easier that we make this, the easier it's going to be for them to implement it, right? We need to make it super easy, super cut and dry. Just boom, boom, boom. Here's what we want. Make it happen. Super easy, right? It kind of goes back to negotiating. That's kind of how I negotiate. I like to make things super easy when I negotiate stuff because it's easier to say yes when you make it easy. If you make it easy, it's so easy to be like, oh yeah, fine, sure, not a problem. But if it's really confusing and convoluted, it's like, I don't even get what I'm agreeing to. So we got to make it easier for these people. Next, I like this one too. And this was actually in my original proposal that in my video that I released, I think it was last week or maybe like 2 weeks ago, I actually released a video with my proposals in it. But I forgot to say it in my video that I released like 3 hours ago, whatever it was. And that is adult dependents. Love it. Yes, I totally agree with this one. Adult dependents to be included for the fourth stimulus check and these monthly recurring payments. Right on. So here's the thing. Stimulus check number 3 also did include adult dependents. The problem? The payment went to the person who claimed the adult dependent, not actually the dependent. Well, that doesn't make any sense, right? So here's what the language is going to be. It's going to say a fourth stimulus check and monthly recurring payments for adult dependent or adult dependents included, but caveat, adult dependent or the payment will go to the adult dependent, not the person claiming the adult dependent. Get what I'm saying? So I'll have to work out that wording a little bit better, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna write it in such a way that'll make sense and make it very clear what we're requesting. The money goes to the adult dependent because all the adult dependents missed out on all of the stimulus checks. Every single one, adult dependents got $0. So this time, I'm going to say, hey, we need to get them a fourth stimulus check. We need to get them that one. And we need to get them the monthly payments going forward. Starting, you got it, July 15th. Yeah. All right. Another thing that I really like too, all these letters I have here, I have all these letters that I have, that we've been reading to you, that Corey's been reading to you lately. We have 4 different letters. Believe it or not, there are 4 different letters that have been submitted to the president from a variety of different people. We have 54 people in the House of Representatives that wrote a letter calling on a fourth stimulus check and monthly recurring payments. We have 21 senators that drafted another letter sending it to the president calling on him to include a fourth stimulus check and monthly recurring payments. We have that letter that was released last week that Corey read to you from the 6 members of the House Ways and Means Committee calling on basically the same thing. More recurring monthly stimulus checks into the American Families Plan or the next stimulus package. And then we have that other letter from about a month ago. It was released. It was basically a letter written up saying, hey, let's boost SSI benefits to 100% of the federal poverty level. Here's what some of you are suggesting. I love this idea, by the way. This is a good one. They're saying, hey, when you send your letter, send backing or send supporting documents. Supporting documents. In other words, the letters, all the letters. Print out all the letters, send them along with your letter so that they can see, hey, you've got a letter, the House has a letter, the Senate has a letter, these other people have a letter on boosting SSI benefits, and we have another letter from the House Ways and Means Committee supporting documents. Nice. Another key strategy in negotiations, right? The more evidence you have to build a case, right? The better chance you have of winning. I like it. I love it. Thank you so much to all of you for the suggestions. This is good stuff. We have more. Another thing. What was it? Yeah, but anyway, we have more. Seriously, I need to read through more of the comments, but this is really good. There's just so many good comments down there. I've been loving reading this. I've literally been spending all afternoon today reading through your comments. I mean, they're just like flying in. I'm sure as I'm recording this video right now, I'm probably going to be behind by like 200 comments or something by the time I get done with this. And I apologize that I haven't been responding. Seriously, I'm just reading at this point. I haven't responded to, I don't think, a single comment on that video yet. I apologize. I'm just reading through them right now. So I hope you can give me a break on that. But really, really good stuff. So I'm going to add these things to the list. Okay, I'm going to add all this to the list and we're going to put it in there. I have not started drafting the letter yet, simply because I wanted to wait for all of your replies before I started writing, because all of a sudden if I started writing and then I get a bunch of good suggestions, it's like, oh, I need to go back and amend it and rewrite it. You know what I mean? It's just easier to get all the information first, get all of my resources, get all my thoughts and everything put together, and then start writing. So I'm excited to sit down, start writing this letter, and we'll bring it to you before we actually send it off or anything like that. Of course, we're gonna have a couple different drafts here. A couple other people were suggesting send it to as many people as you can. Yeah, got it. Don't worry, I'm going to do that. I'm going to find as many people as we can, and we're going to send that letter off, and just like I said, we're going to cast a huge, huge net. We're going to send it out to as many people as we can, because realistically, it only takes one person to really like sit down and read the letters and be like, hey, why has all of this gone, untouched? Why haven't we talked about this? What's going on here? We need something. So, good stuff. But yeah, the whole idea behind this is to kind of get in front of a bunch of people and start getting some noise on this. One more thing. When I said in my last video, I'm going to reach out to some of these other big YouTubers, these other guys that talk about this stuff too, I'm going to do that. Don't worry, I will do that. However, I just have to say this. I cannot speak for them. You know what I mean? So I cannot guarantee that they're going to back this up. I can't even guarantee that they're going to respond to me. But what I will do is I will reach out to as many of these guys as I can. I'll kind of round up whoever I can on here on YouTube that talks about this stuff. I'll reach out and say, hey, are you in with this? Would you be interested backing this up? And would you be interested presenting this to your community and see what we can do with this? The more people we can back this thing up, the more momentum, the more speed, and the more influence and impact we're going to have with this whole thing. So I'll reach out, but like I said, I cannot speak on their behalf. So I'll do what I can, but, either way, regardless, if they don't want to help me out, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. We're going to do it by ourselves, if that's the case, right? So we'll do budget reconciliation on our letter. You know what I mean? All by ourselves. We'll push it through. But either way, I'm guessing a few of these guys will probably back this up because they're in the same position. They see it in their communities. They see many of their people reaching out too, saying, hey, we're struggling. We need some help here. I'm sure they see the comments on their videos as well. I know for a fact they do. So anyway, I like it. I'm going to get back to the comments, read through some more, and probably I'll be back with maybe even another update to let you know other provisions and other ideas that I've added in. And again, if I didn't read something or if I didn't add something in that you suggested, please do not take offense to it. Like I said, we need to be very strategic with what we ask for. If we ask too much, we get nothing, right? So we got to be very strategic, and we got to do this in such a way that we're really making it easy for them to just say, yes, rubber stamp it, done, we're done, rubber stamp, that's it, that's all we're looking for, a quick rubber stamp, get it done, push the money out, and get relief to the people who need it, right? So we're going to make it as easy as we can for them to say yes. That's my goal, right? All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Make sure to go back and check out that video from a few hours ago titled Must Watch. Check out that one. It was my last video, and really good stuff in there. A lot of amazing comments. Thank you so much, everybody. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Go back and share that other video, by the way. Go over to that last video, the must watch video, and share that one with your social media, friends, family, social media, so we can get some attention on that one and get this thing rolling. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you again, and I will see you again soon in the next video. You're awesome. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Check out other my videos here on the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.